Welcome back to Great North Barbecue. Now we have a Super Bowl party coming up, so anytime you want to do a showstopper, beef shank, Thors Hammer. Thanks to our friends over at the meat market here locally. Support your local butchers. We got 2 of these bad boys we're going to smoke for tomorrow, and let's get the party started. Unwrap. Okay, now that we have it unwrapped, main thing to notice with this cut of meat is you've got a nice big bone in the middle. We're going to French it, which means taking just the top portion off about 3 inches or so, and that way it looks like it's got a handle, and all this meat's going to smoke at the bottom. It's going to look like a hammer. So let's get to it here. Okay, we're going to leave the rest of the fat on there, let it render down. Now let's get to the rub. Today we're going to be using 2 different rubs for 2 different shanks. One is Traeger's prime rib. It's one of my favorites. And this is one that I've used a few times on ribs, but never on something like this. Just an over-the-counter coffee rub. Let's see how it does on a bigger hunk of meat. And I really shouldn't have touched this with my gloves on, but I should have a clean hand. Okay, that looks good to go. Now this can rest overnight so it develops a little bit of a skin or pericle around the outside, and we get it ready for the smoker. Okay, welcome back. So we've got our beef shanks off at about 150 degrees thereabouts. Now one of the hardest things to do is get them to stand up, and since we got 2, then I'm going to try and wrap them together to do this. So if I can get these 2 bones to kind of use each other as support, make my life a lot easier. Excellent. Now we're going to help with a little braising liquid here from the Riverhead Brewing Company. It's a local craft brewer that's quite good. Beautiful. It's a cerveza Mexican style beer. I'm going to put a good amount of that in the bottom and then wrap the entire thing up so it steams and braises in its own juice and the beer. Now this is going to be the fun part. Let's get that one out of the way. Very, very nice. Now if we just tent this, there's a little bit of an opening on the back side here, so I'll do it again. This way the heat will access the bottom. It'll help boil the liquid, steam it, braise it. Oh, this is going to be amazingly tender. And then once it gets up to about 200 degrees, we'll pull it off. Just like any beef, it has to rest for a minimum of an hour, okay? Absolute minimum 1 hour, and then we'll have it set out for our Super Bowl party where it can just pull apart and be some of the best tacos you'll ever have. Hey, now we got them off the smoker. We've reached 2 hours of resting time. We get it up to 200 or 205 degrees, wrapping at 150. This beef shank is so tender. Look at that meat jiggle. And it just falls apart. Get ready for tacos for this Super Bowl Sunday. That smells amazing. You can see the smoke ring right here. Absolutely delicious. Very tender. We'll go at the rest of this with a fork just to tear it all apart. Hey guys, thanks for joining us for this amazing cook. We did 2 Thors Hammer Beef Shanks. Thanks to our friends at Riverhead Brewing Company for their cerveza. Excellent braising liquid. Don't forget, where there's smoke, there's food.
Ooh, food. Mmm. Oh my God, that's good. Mmm. Mm-hmm.